Likes, comments, views, these have all become a part of our world. Another source of validation for our artwork. Although yes, exposure is nice for an artist, there's a lot of weight that gets put onto our shoulder. To reach for that star, it now requires an endless staircase of low self-esteem, a world of negativity, Karens, and pressure. When I first started posting my artwork, at the age of, let's say 13, I had maybe accumulated 50 followers, in which were all classmates of mine and friends. Occasionally I would get a stranger from a hashtag that I would have used on my recent post. Eventually I started to get more and more likes, and I liked it. The thought that someone liked my artwork was a driving force to continue posting. Fast forward to 8 years later, after transitioning from big titty anime bitches to anime fan art, and then eventually to K-pop, primarily BTS fan art, I had accumulated to about a whopping 2,000 followers. At this point, it was 2020 and engineers had finally grasped the concept of our worst enemy, the algorithm, a system in which it made content creators and artists harder to reach their audience. Suddenly, there was this thing called an engagement, promoting your post, and a consistency to posting it. Once the panorama had hit and I had to attend Zoom University, I made it a vow to myself to post more often. I would say that I posted close to every day. Although yes, I did draw what I was most interested in at the time. BTS. I had also been posting to trick the algorithm to reach more of an audience. Everyone in my comments would ask, how do you post every day? Little did they know what mental state I had to go through to do that, to diminish my self-worth. If I hadn't sketched or drawn something that would be deemed worthy enough to post that day, to refresh the post within the first hour to see if it would be successful for the next 24 hours, this would be a cycle for about a year. By the end of summer 2020, I had unlocked a new achievement, 10,000 followers. I was ecstatic. I was creating a small community, sharing content and befriending others who had the same interests in me. I was pretty happy. But then as I had started my junior year of Zoom University and I got occupied, I began to post less. My engagements were going down, and so was my self-esteem. It didn't help that I was beginning to lose my interest in drawing fan art. I had been focused on building this niche audience that I would eventually lose touch with, while shifting gears toward a new career path. Although I had slowly inched my way out of this art subject, it hadn't been slow enough for me to not notice the drastic amount of followers I would lose in the coming of months. With losing both my audience and posting less, the algorithm was not in my favor, until Instagram Reels became a thing. I began to post more Instagram Reels and gained a heavy attraction from those. It was more effort to record the work in progress, but it was worth the growth of my brand. But once again, I would eventually lose my audience to the algorithm and get upset if I hadn't gotten the amount of views that I had gotten from the post prior. Do you see a cycle? I was beginning to see it, that no matter what I had posted, it wouldn't be enough for me. But it wasn't my art that was pushing away these people. Well, I mean, except for the BTS fans. Eventually I was gonna grow out of it, but it is what it is. It was the formula that social media began to stir into the mix. They wanted me to buy promotions, to give them money, so that I could make myself feel better about myself, to have that sense of validation. This was no longer a safe space for artists. It was, or should I say, still is, another form of hell. Facebook really said capitalism. Since when had it become a trend for you to post art for likes? To pay for ads just to get your followers that you had rightfully earned? Did you know that only 10% of your followers see your post? So if you had 100 followers, only 10 people would see your post. Maybe a couple more if the algorithm was just in your favor that day. What happened to posting to just show friends and family and whoever you may have it? Or to just simply show your beautiful work that you were proud of? Can we bring her back? After I had opened my chakra? English? Gained a third eye from my blind ass. No, seriously, I'm blind. I'm in the -3s. I geared my artwork towards my own self-growth, not the growth of my social status online. I started to treat it like a blog. Well, I mean, essentially it is. A platform to record your journey in whatever. And if I just so happen to stumble upon an opportunity, then that's lit. But I was not gonna let that stray away of becoming the best artist that I can be. To anyone who needs to hear this, Likes do not matter. Followers do not matter. Comments don't matter. Subscribers don't matter. Shares don't matter. At least for the standpoint of being validated as an artist. Not everyone can be a marketing pro. Hell, sometimes I don't even understand it myself. I'll be getting 10k plus likes on a sketch that took me 10 minutes as opposed to a piece that took me hours to make. But that no longer stops me from taking my time to work on a piece. Just because one post is favored more than the other doesn't mean that I'm gonna let that control the art I want to create and post. Similar to when I was growing out of my fan art stage. Although yes, I got a big audience from drawing BTS, I wasn't going to let that stop me from beginning to post more personal and original work. Though sometimes you'll catch me drawing them because, well, they're a snack, their music is great, and they're a snack. What can I say? I believe that Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and whatever other social platform is a great way to get recognized and build connections for introverted artists. I have been given multiple opportunities to pursue my dreams of a freelance illustrator through social media, and even create a small community through them. And I'm forever grateful for that. Only when you begin to lose your purpose of posting does it begin to become a hinder to both your mental health and work. Your priority should always be your art. Do not post just to post. Do not create artwork for the validation. Create it for yourself. Post for yourself. Post your art journey, not just your journey. Does that make sense? I'm reading the script and... Girl, what? Post your art journey. Treat these platforms as a journal to your path as an artist, and let the waves take its course for opportunities. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Or not. I appreciate y'all sticking for this entire video, and let me know in the comments on your opinion of social media. Do you think it's toxic? Do you struggle with it? Let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!